Hello everyone, it is Foul Play here, and we are back for the fifth and final match of this modern league. We are versing Medieval Bush, and we are on the draw. This hand does not look good enough to be on the draw. We're going to throw up. Opponent has also mulligan to 6. Alright, this hand is also not good enough. We will mulligan to 5. Alright, this hand looks good. We're going to keep this one. And probably bottom double land. Yeah, it's a little bit risky to keep a single creature in a metagame which has a lot of Thoughtseize, right? And we're more likely to draw a land than what we are a creature. Alright, it's a Tron deck. So the extra creature is redundant. Probably not going to do much, but we did draw the land, so that's going to be helpful. Well, hopefully my opponent stumbles on making Tron or only has like a Worm Coil engine or something, and we can beat them with a potential draw of a Daybreak Coronet, or I suppose a Sentinel's Eyes as well. Alright, well, that's a guaranteed turn 3 Tron. We'll see if they get that or Blast Zone. So they get the tower, that's fine. I feel like I actually want to leave this Ethereal Armor in hand, because if they play Khan, losing a Rancor is going to be less devastating than losing Ethereal Armor, especially because we drew a third land there. We're pretty behind on on aura density on the board there. And we can play Ethereal Armor plus any aura we draw as well. Like, getting that extra 2 points of damage there is not worth losing Ethereal Armor, in my opinion, that situation. And this way, if they play a Khan as well, they can get rid of the Rancor, and we can attack them with one scout, attack Khan with the other. Oh, it's Great Creator? Well, that's just disgusting. Well, I mean, we don't have any main deck answer for this ridiculous card that should never have been printed, because apparently Wizards are okay with this being a thing. I don't know why they're okay with it, but they are. Alright, so we'll kill Khan and attack them. Maybe they only draw lands and can't empty their hand. That's a pretty good one. Sure, they'll attack the... Alright. They are not attacking the Ethereal Armor. Alright, well, this game one's just pretty lost, so I'm probably going to concede here. With the Ensnaring Bridge, I can only potentially attack my opponent for 2 each turn. There's, like, literally no point in playing this out. He's running this stupid card that you can't beat, so what am I supposed to do? Like, such a stupid card. Alright, so Gadok Tig is good, Force is good, and Damping Sphere is good. Hushbringer is probably not good enough. Though it does hit some things, like Worldbreaker and Thragtusk, which they seem to like boarding in against us for some reason. We can most likely lose a couple of Griffspoon. Of course, Spirit Dance is pretty good on the play. I might trim one because I'm... Path to Exile is my normal go-to on the boarding out. So you can leave in the Spirit Dancer and leave in an extra Griffspoon. So we'll just be taking out 4 Path and 1 Griffspoon. Yeah, easy peasy. Bring in 5 hate cards for Tron. I mean, Gadok Tig is pretty good, and the Umbras are pretty good with the Tig. It's only bad against Dismember. I guess Walking Ballista could also be a problem. I feel like I'm more incentivized to keep a hand like this on the draw. It's a very high upside, though. I think we can do better. I think it's very risky. Alright, well, this hand I think is better, so I'm going to keep it. Alright, I'll bottom the Sentinel's Eyes as well. We don't have many auras in hand, and we might need her for her interaction, like her card draw, sorry. Yeah, it's not a great hand. Opponent kept a 6-card hand. Well, that's okay. Well, it's land. It's not a great land, but it will enable us to disable turn 3 Tron. So I'm going to play it, play my Rancor, attack for 3. I now don't have anything to pitch to Force of Vigor. You can pitch Dryad Arbor to Force of Vigor, but my priority is getting Damping Sphere down, not holding up Force of Vigor, right? Alright, so they got the Urza's Power Plant there. We draw an extra land. Alright, so I'll just play out the Damping Sphere here, disable Tron, attack my opponent for 4. And next turn we can look to get Core Spirit Dancer down, maybe draw some cards off her. Although we can't... Oh, it's the following turn we can draw cards off her, because Damping Sphere is going to interfere with that plan. Definitely happy to have Damping Sphere on the board, though. So they play Forest instead of Tower. I guess they're getting Blast Zone now. Yep, here comes the Blast Zone. Alright, I'm going to commit Core Spirit Dancer to the board because I feel like we're going to have a better job of killing my opponent by chaining a couple of auras together next turn rather than trying to beat Blast Zone after they've got their Tron down, sort of thing. Doesn't seem great to me. This is an interesting spot, actually. This is such a dumb card. Can they just ban it already? So stupid. It's way too powerful. Alright, let's go to attacks. We'll attack for 4. My opponent wants to fire off the Blast Zone here. We can replay the Rancor on our Core Spirit Dance to get an extra draw. Or replay it on the Dryad Arbor and get the draw off the Core Spirit Dancer. It's probably the better line. If they take 4, they go to 5. They can Blast Zone end of turn. I think that's the better line for my opponent is Blast Zoning end of turn. Because they only fog 3 damage there. Alright, we'll play this on the Dryad Arbor. I'm now forgoing another green card in hand for... Oh, that's not a bad draw, though. Alright, so let's play the Hyena Umbra. Costs an extra 1 mana because of the Damping Sphere. And Rays of Urge Thicket can go down tapped. We can hardcast a Force of Vigor now, which is something. So opponent has Tron mana, Damping Sphere is still down, so they have access to 4 mana here. We can kill them with 2 attacks. Ah, they've got a Wilt. Okay. Plus 5 mana. What are they playing for 5? Khan the Great Creator. Do they have a, like, Dismember on top of that? That would be backbreaking. Alright, so we'll let our opponent make the decision. They're minusing the Khan. What artifact are they getting? They're getting Ensnaring Bridge. We do have the answer for that in hand. We can just potentially kill our opponent this turn, so I'm going to go ahead and cycle this Horizon Canopy, see what we draw. Rancor's a really good one. That gives us lethal. And we're still holding up Force of Vigor with the Slippery Bogle, not that it matters. Alright, cool. Alright, well, that worked out pretty nicely for us. We did have to do a decent amount of, playing around stuff, drawing well to actually get there. It's a bit more interactive than I normally like it, but I'll take it. A bit slower and more interactive. But that's, that's what Damping Sphere is going to do. It's really going to mess your opponent up. Well, this has got a Damping Sphere, so I'm going to keep it. My opponent's mulling into 6 as well. We've got double Core Spirit Dance and a Hyena Umbra. Yeah, this could get out of hand really quickly for us. Alright, Temple Garden is down. Do they have natural Tron? Ugh. That is disgusting, opponent. Alright, let's play out our Damping Sphere. Hopefully they don't wilt it. I guess I played into that. Maybe I play the Core Spirit Dancer and let them get their big thing. Now they might start attacking my lands. Alright, Wormcoil Engine is beatable. That is fine. No Planeswalkers. Only 2 cards left in hand. And a Daybreak Coronet is going to be helpful too. Alright, let's roll the dice on our first Core Spirit Dancer, right? We'll give a Totem Armor. This plays around Spatial Contortion and Walking Ballista. Ooh, Ethereal Armor is going to be great for next turn. Our creature is going to be much bigger than theirs. It's going to be about dodging Khan at this point. Cycling Star, I like it. Means they're searching. And they play a land, so... Alright, alright. No wilt, no expedition map. And here I really feel like I want to get this other Core Spirit Dancer down. Absolutely apply the misery out of the pressure. Alright, we've got a fistful of hands. We're attacking for 11. We had the bigger creature. Next turn we can give flying and lifelink. So we do have the kill next turn as long as they don't Ugin or something here. Big if, but Blast Zone? Freaking go away. Can you not? Let's force him to pop it now. Yeah, this was... I almost think this was a loose attack from our opponent. If we force him to pop it now, we can combo off and kill him next turn. Even though he's going to 21, 1 Core Spirit Dancer can do that. Alright, that's a great start. We don't have quite lethal. It's a good one. Sentinel's Eyes from the Grave. So again, we've got a fistful of cards again. Yeah, sweet. I'm really happy my opponent attacked with that Worm Coil Engine because it forced him to blow that Blast Zone. So that puts us in a great spot. We've got tons of cards in our hand. We've got a giant creature. Our life total's back up to 25. All the pressure back on my opponent. And look, that's a power of Sentinel's Eyes, having that extra vigilance in your deck as well. Like, I didn't have Daybreak Coronet on my core Spirit Dancer at that moment, and it would have been pretty hard to get that down. Alright, let's just block. So now my opponent gets some chump blockers, but we just attack and win. Alright, great. Well, we do get the 4-1, so that's a pretty significant result. Definitely always happy with that. All the prizes that go with it. So with the deck, I'm just going to reshuffle it in my viewing mode. Alright, so yeah, I thought the deck performed obviously pretty well there. We had the one loss at the start. I think it was against a shadow deck. Maybe we need to start looking at getting like extra removal spells in or extra lifelink in to help deal with those Scourge creatures. So the extra lifelink could be a legitimate line with the Spirit Link that most other players run. I really like how solid the list is at the moment. Maybe I sideboard some? No, I don't have much room in my sideboard. So, I think I am going to trial the extra Spirit Links coming back into the deck there. I think I'm just going to remove the one of Spider Umbra and All That Glitters. This might be a bit knee-jerkish. Obviously, without the Spider Umbra, we have one less instance of Totem Armor, so we're only down to 4 there. And with the Force of Vigors in the sideboard, we're going to have one less green target as well. So we still have 13 targets in the deck between our 8 creatures, our 4 Rancors, and our Dryad Arbor, which is semi-reasonable. Maybe not super reasonable by turn 2, but by turn 4, you probably have it. Spirit Link should be pretty good against Burn. Hopefully it's good against the Shadow decks as well. I mean, if we're gaining life when we're attacking as well, it's gonna help us a lot when our opponent goes for a Team of Battle Rage or something. The only like weakness with this card is the fact that it doesn't add any stats, like as far as power or toughness are concerned, or even keywords outside of lifelink. So, but the benefit of it is it does provide an extra source of lifelink, as opposed to Daybreak Coronet. These Spirit Link triggers do stack. So, if you have a Daybreak Coronet down and you put Spirit Link down, you get the trigger when you deal damage. You'll instantly gain life from the lifelink on the Daybreak Coronet. Then the trigger of when you enchant creature deals damage, you gain that much life happens, and you gain life. So it's a triggered ability. If they hit you for lethal in response to the triggered ability sort of thing, like if you're chump blocking, they hit you in response, you'll go below 0 and then you go up and you'll lose the game sort of thing. Unless you're like high enough to survive, right? But the other nice thing is they do stack. So if you have 2 of them down, you'll get 2 triggers. And you can put them on things like Eidolon of the Great Revel. If you put one on a Death Shadow, as soon as they deal combat damage, they'll lose the thing. So if they team a Battle Rage at Death Shadow looking for the win, they'll gain that life after dealing the first strike damage, and they won't get the regular damage. That's kind of cool as well. Sideboard wise, yeah, it could be a bit knee-jerkish going up to 3 Hushbringers here. I'm going to leave it in for at least another league or 2 and see how it goes, see how it feels. Maybe I want Lurrus in that slot to get some of these auras back from being discarded. Maybe I even want Leyline in the main board at the moment. I'm not 100% sure. I think with all the Death Shadow decks running around, maybe that's actually reasonable. I might trial another league with Leyline in the main and ship Path to the sideboard and see what happens with all of that. So yeah, thanks for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, be sure to leave a like or a comment down below. Let me know if you think Leyline should be main deck or sideboard. And other than that, I'll see you guys tomorrow with this list up on the screen right now. and we'll look to continue our good form. Thanks, everyone. See you next time.